In the past, third-party suppliers to bank and mortgage servicers were to some degree insulated from the effects of regulations. The recent guidelines by the CFPB, the OCC and the Fed, however, appear to have heightened scrutiny on the banks. As a consequence, it also affects the third-party supplier. The Federal Reserve guidelines, updated in December of last year, clearly state that using third-party servicers is a perceived risk to financial institutions and was the primary reason for the updates. How will this affect vendors? Well, consider this. The new guidelines are only that, guidelines, and as such are open to interpretation. This means that each mortgage servicer or bank will likely have their own interpretation of how to best implement them, doing what they feel necessary in order to avoid exposure to the consequences of non-compliance. What is made very clear is the high level of scrutiny that banks and mortgage services are subject to now also applies to third-party suppliers. This means that annual audits will become commonplace, and beyond that, one can't really be certain what the demands might be. One thing is certain: all third-party suppliers will need to become familiar with the federal guidelines and create a comprehensive, proactive plan to meet and exceed those guidelines. These will include very strict standards that assess overall risk, third-party oversight, audited financials, and contract provisions in the event of a security breach.